What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex, and I'm back with another Spy Family reaction and review video. The review video will be right after the portion of this video, so be sure to stick around if you feel up to it and watch my review of episode 9. But this is, of course, episode 9. The reaction video to this episode is pinned in the comments below, so be sure to click that link, watch my reaction, come back to this video, leave some comments, let me know your thoughts. What did you all think of this episode? And with that, let's get to my review. Next, let's get it. So guys, this is my review for Spy Family episode 9. With that, let's dive into this review. This episode, titled episode, was called Show Off How in Love You Are. And it was really about Yor. I did love the fact that it was once again a hilarious moment with her brother at the beginning of the episode. Like, it basically walked right into the end of episode 8 last week, rolling into episode 9 today. And you know, we just see that Yor was forcing herself to you know, look to try to, you know, do the kiss that Yuri wanted. But then we get the flashback of him and Yor back when they were kids, and they, you know, he kind of liked the fact that she kissed him on the cheek, and he was saying that, you know, when I get old I'm gonna marry you, and she, you know, made the promise that, you know, that this was going to occur. And then that memory forced him to look to reach out to stop Yor and Loid kissing. And of course we see not once but twice that Yor slaps Yuri in the face, and you know, they have that brotherly and sister bond that they don't want to, you know, they don't want to break, but you know, they're just in disagreement on, you know, this specific thing. And of course, and with that, you know, Loid is having some concerns, but at the same time, again, I felt like this episode was more about Yor than it was about Loid. Loid he decided to put a tracker on Yuri and trying to see if she was like connected with her brother in the secret police and this, that, and the third. He even took the homie with him to interrogate her because her boss sent her off to mail this letter. But it was more so, like I said, Loid trying to do a little bit of investigation using these masks and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, guys, it was more about Yor questioning herself. Something key that Loid was talking about was just something that I had mentioned at the end of the reaction, that, you know, a lot of times in life, you know, we get to a place where specifically when we're in relationships, and I know I've done this in my past few relationships with other women, that you know, I definitely connect with Yor, that, you know, you try to do some stuff, and you know, you're trying to be the best that you can be for, you know, for your, you know, your partner, your lover, whatever, and you feel like you're just not hitting the mark. You're not doing, you know, what you believe or perceiving to believe what is best. And that's what Loid was talking to Yor about at the end of the episode, that, you know, he's just saying, like, I believe that we're all of us, we end up faking it here and there, because we're putting on, you know, we're basically put it on. We hear a lot, I know that some of you may agree and others may not notice, that we put on these masks while we're outside, around people, around family, making it seem like all things are good and great. But once we get behind closed doors, that's when we have to actually deal with, you know, what's going on in our own life and in our minds and in our relationships. And, you know, Yor literally was at a place in this episode where she was just questioning herself as a, you know, not only as a wife, but as a person, and looking and believing that she just wasn't the best. And I kind of felt like she wanted to quit. You know, she's asking her coworkers advice on being a wife. You know, again, like I said, Loid was up there on the roof, listening in and trying to figure out if she was with, you know, whether she was with her brother or not, with the secret police. But, you know, in the midst of all of this, again, per the investigation that he did face to face with her, you know, he's finding out and seeing that, you know, Yor really wants to be the best wife that she can be. But again, like I said, I feel like she really truly is trying to be the best person. Again, of course, they're you know, they both are trying to do it for Anya, but in this specific episode, we know that, you know, Yor is trying to be the best she can be as a human being, and of course a wife and a mother. And you know, Loid is basically doing the same thing. He literally is doing things that he normally wouldn't do. You know, even if his buddy did tell him you can't get attached and get feelings, stuff like that. But you know, it's kind of hard to do that, you know, when you know, you're taking off your game, you know, because of how, you know, these, you know, how Loid is with his spy stuff, and then how, you know, how Yor is as an assassin. So really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed just diving into the thoughts and minds of Yor today, and I really can't wait for episode 10 next Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it. But with that, guys, leave some comments, comment sections below. What did y'all think of episode 9 today? What were your initial reactions? What did you think of Yor and her response to everything? Let's talk about some things you feel up to it, and I will hopefully talk to you next time with more Spy Family videos to come soon. Peace, guys.